everybody, this is Bonnie back again, and today I wanted to show you a scrapbooking page that I made. I don't know if you could see, this is a photo of my son on his John Deere lawnmower. It doesn't have a mowing deck, he just rides it around. He hooks this little wagon up and he gives the kids a ride all summer long. In the winter he pulls them by a sled. They absolutely love it. One of the fun advantages of living in the country. But anyways, I just wanted to do a fun little page with lots of fun stuff. But the main reason that I'm showing you this is because I wanted to show you this stitching that I did. It gives it a little dimension, and I thought it would work good because if you see like these little X's for the paper that I used kind of look like little cross stitches. So I did this around the flowers. These were the flowers that I made that I showed you in the video. But I mean, this is just so super cool. I don't know if you could see it. And it just adds enough depth, and it pops it up enough that it just makes the whole page really stand out. So that is kind of my page. It's hard. I do 12 by 12 pages, so it's hard to fit the whole page in. And for the title I just put fun, but I had a lot of fun making this, and I wanted to show you a little bit about how I did it. Now I'm working on making things slowly for my daughter Sarah's little album that I've been telling you about that I'm gonna make. And these templates is what you can buy. You can buy these templates in the store if you want. This is Girly Girl. I've bought these. They have phrases ones. They have ones with the swirls like I just showed you. They have flowered ones, lots of them. My daughter Sarah loves to do this stitching. Whenever she makes a card, this is usually what she ends up putting on her cards. I've done a lot of different cards like this. Christmas time I've done crosses and different things, and they're just absolutely beautiful when you get done making them. But you can make your own patterns. There are patterns online that you can buy for free, or buy for free, you can get for free. So you know, check out the different possibilities. But what I do is I decide like everything that I want on my page. I don't glue it down whenever I'm doing this until I am absolutely sure that's what I want. Then I glue down the paper before I add any of the embellishments or the photos, unless I'm going to go over the photo like I did here. Then I would attach the photo also. So then after I do that, if you've never done this before, I put this on here. Now this one I deliberately went a little crooked. I wanted it that way. And you put it down, you take your little piercer, have a little foam mat underneath, and you just poke your holes in. You poke your hole in and you give it a little wiggle so that it, when you wiggle it around, because you're putting a needle, and I put 5 strands of thread, sometimes 6, depending upon what I want to achieve, the color or whatever. If you're just going to do 1 strand, like with the gold floss, then you don't need to really wiggle it around to make the hole too big. But and then you just follow the patterns and go around. Now, one thing I should tell you also, that if you're going to make your own pattern, like if you're going to do this circle to give the good loop effect, see how when it's coming around the loop, they've made the loops smaller from stretch to stretch, because your stitch is technically just a straight stitch. So you want to, go smaller when you're forming the circle, and then go bigger, if I'm making sense. Like down here in the Y, see how they went really close together from one stitch to the other, because that's what gives it the swirly effect. So that's just something I just wanted to let you know if you are making your own. But then I just thought I would show you a little bit how you stitch it. I just come up the back. I flip it over sometimes and look at it, and then I'm gonna go down this one. I'm skipping every other one. I hope this is getting in the camera. I hope my hands are not in the way. This is one of those things. Now on this one I've got 6 strands because, you know, it's girly girly. I used a hot pink and then I used like a little silver and gold thread that I put in with it, so it would give it a little extra bling, I guess, to the page, you could call it. I'm forming the G, and the reason why I do every other one is because now it's time to go back. So you just go back up the holes, that one of the holes that you just came through, and that's another reason why, you know, sometimes you have to wiggle it. You don't want to pull too hard, because if you do pull too hard on it, you can, sorry if I'm getting this out of the camera view, you can end up ripping your paper. I mean, this is just paper. It's not like the cloth, or if you do this, you know, you can rip the paper. So I just want you to know that you want to be really, you know, really careful. And there's the G. And then what I do is I tie it off. I just put a little knot on the back of it. Now I don't have my scissors over here to cut it off, but I would cut it off and then I would put a piece of tape. If you could see over here, I put a piece of tape over where my knots are. I would put a piece of tape over this one and I'd put a piece of tape over that one so that it would stay secure, and it also helps lay it flat. Now I'm going to add some little glue dots to the top of my eyes. They did have a pattern in this for a little X stitch that you could have done on the top here, but I choose not to do that. I left that out so that I could just put these little gems on there because I thought that they were absolutely cute and it would give more bling to her page, because that's what the whole album is about. And this is going to go in her little mini one that I've been telling you that I'm making for her. And then, you know, I don't know if I'm going to add a little flower over here or if I'm going to do ribbon, but that's the gist of the idea of the card. I'll wait and see where I decide to put it in the album, and I probably will add a little bit more stuff to it. But I just wanted to show you the technique on how to do this cross stitching in scrapbooking, or on cards, or, you know, on little tags or little things. It really gives it a nice little pop. The other thing I did want to mention, I had a couple people ask me what this was in my video that I was doing the other day. This is just a piece of scrap ribbon that I tie around my glue dots, and it just slides excuse me, and it just slides so I can take just one, makes it pop back. The stuff isn't rolling everywhere. I don't have losing glue dots because I don't put it back in the box, so it's just one more quick, you know, I like it quick access. So that's just my little tip. That's just something I do. I just take a piece of scrap ribbon on them and I add it to it, and then I pull them back like that. So there you go, everybody. I hope you like what I've got to show you today. Bye-bye.